Good morning, Toronto. Dina and Sid here on Breakfast Television. It is a Tuesday. It is a rainy Tuesday in the city. It is great to see you. The news yesterday out of London, Ontario, Melanie Ng, throughout yesterday's morning, had updates of the incident that took place. And yesterday afternoon, we got the verification that police and officials in London, Ontario believe it was a deliberate act, that a 20-year-old ran over a family of 5. The 9-year-old boy is still fighting for his life in hospital, but 4 people are dead. I'm going to give the floor to you briefly, because when I go, I'm going to go here. So,
what do you even say?
Yeah.
Last week, it was the news of the Kamloops discovery of 250 children in residential schools found. Now we're hearing about Islamophobic targeted, some sort of. They charged the 20-year-old with 4 counts of murder and 1 for premeditated. Is it? I think that's what it is.
Attempted.
Attempted. I don't even know what to say.
I mean, and anyone who thinks we don't have an Islamophobia problem in this country is nuts.
We do.
We do. I mean, and I want to give credit to the officials in London, Ontario yesterday who were clearly shaken, but kind of kept centered to let people know what was going on.
A family going out for a walk, by the way.
Went for a walk.
Going out for a walk, trying to cross the street.
Targeted by a 20-year-old in a truck. 3
generations gone, and a 9-year-old fighting for his life with serious injuries right now, with his family gone.
So the police chief at one point said the Muslim community in London should still feel safe. That's not true. That's not true. You can't go for a walk right now. That's not true. I know what he was trying to do. It's not accurate. Because a 20-year-old felt brave. And now this is the part of reopening and coming back into normal society that I'm really concerned about. Because you had a lot of people isolated in front of a screen, going down a rabbit hole of God knows what for 16 months. And I am terrified that this is not even close to what we might see. Now, when you have that much hate in your heart as a 20-year-old, that's another really concerning thing for me.
And where were his family and friends? And did they notice anything?
No idea. No idea.
Where's all that?
And I'm not going to say his name. I know Melanie Ng has been saying this. That's not what this is about.
No.
This is about the Muslim community in this country, who since 2015, and we know what started up in 2015. I don't need to get into it. You know exactly the narratives that began in 2015 to our neighbors to the south. From 2015 to 2019, 30 acts of violence on people from our Muslim community. Never mind the 300 acts of just racist abuse hurled at them just between 2015 and 2019. And then you have the story. I mean, we know what happened in Kamloops. It was really interesting yesterday. You had the story of a Muslim family being run down in London, and then in Thunder Bay, somebody got 8 years for hurling a tractor, some tool to keep your tractor tied up, at an Indigenous woman. She died 6 months later. He got 8 years for that in Thunder Bay. In New Brunswick, there was a health and wellness call that went terribly wrong. Indigenous woman. They're not going to investigate it. The cop is not going to be pressured into any other charges.
An uptick in anti-Asian crimes, which is what we're reporting on daily.
It's across the board. So what I'm saying is, this 20-year-old in London, Ontario, who felt brave enough to run down a family going for a walk, needs to be attacked seriously by real punishment. Real punishment.
As a terrorist.
And this was a terrorist act. Capital punishment was abolished in this country in 1976. We're going to have a federal election in this country later this year. I am listening to any candidate who wants to put that back on the table. Because if you think this is ending here, I got news for you. It's been 16 months of people staring at a screen with their souls turned to a dark place.
Echo chambers. They're seeking out certain things, and it's feeding whatever thoughts they already have in their mind, and then this sort of thing happens.
This is real. It's not going anywhere, and we need federal intervention now.
Our hearts are broken for that family. Our hearts are broken for everybody who knows them, loves them, the community, people who went there and witnessed an atrocity that nobody should have to witness in this country or anywhere in the world.
I hate using the term thoughts and prayers, but I got nothing else right now. Thoughts and prayers to the entire community in London, to the Muslim community across Canada, and to anyone who has seen hate face to face. We're thinking of you. Hopefully better days ahead. This is BT.